We're gonna play something I think is probably a bit more competitive. We're gonna be playing Invasion of Gobakhan in the mono white artifact mid-range Restoration of Eiganjo deck. This is something that we have played to pretty good success in the past. This was a while ago, but this was like a deck that we had a really high win rate with. Invasion of Gobakhan. A while back, and it's weirdly enough, Invasion of Gobakhan just fits like so well into this deck, where you're able to peel counters off of it with Power Conduit or Hex Parasite to flip it, and you can also discard it to Restoration of Eiganjo, return it to play for 0 mana with Restoration of Eiganjo, sacrifice it, so one of the loops is Power Conduit lets you Restoration, discard something, bring back something every single turn, and you get to potentially loop this with Restoration if you want to get cards out of your opponent's hand. And it's cool that it sacrifices itself to do the loop. This is also like very much the most important thing here is that this is a draft of a deck that's like about Power Conduit Hex Parasite with battles. Power Conduit Hex Parasite. We're only playing one battle here. We could potentially play like a red shell or a Boros shell or a different color combination that is more in on the Power Conduit Hex Parasite plan with Urza Saga. We got an Invasion of Gobakhan. I also like the Kaldra Compressor Invasion kind of interestingly. Let's keep this. Oh, there's the Power Conduit, huh? Probably up against Murktide. So I can Stoneforge Mystic for Kaldra Compleat potentially. Or Nettlecyst. Could be okay to Invasion this turn. I think I like Invasion first. We have 2 of them, and we can see their hand. We can kind of know what we need to play around. Okay, so I'll take this counter spell. Maybe we Invasion the, I guess Invasion against Heat is not as good, huh? Okay, I guess next turn what we're gonna do is we're going to play Power Conduit, so this way Power Conduit can protect our Stoneforge Mystic from the Unholy Heat. Although they can maybe just 4 mana counterspell my Stoneforge. Let's see what we draw. A lot of good draws here. Okay, so then we can double spell. Oh, spell pierced. Always spell pierced. I'm working on it, ZJ. Didn't get anything ready for today. I didn't really, yeah, like I said, I didn't realize the card was even modern legal. Double spell into those 2 shutters. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it. You got to double spell into the counterspell deck too. I don't know what to say. Okay, so still have Heat. They have the counterspell which they can spin for 4 mana if they want. Yeah, let's just get Treasure Vault. So this way now we don't have to trigger Connive. We can dispatch on their turn and also kind of blank that counterspell mana. Although I guess they're probably going to Heat my Smith in the turn, which is fine. You could splash green for Haywire Might. You could. Maybe we should. Do you meet 4 months, you think you? If we draw a land next turn, we can go Stoneforge and Eiganjo a Shredder. They don't have enough spells in their yard for me to be super interested in holding the dispatch for a Murktide. Okay, Dash Ragavan. Notably, they're not holding up Counterspell unless they have a land as the 1 mystery card. Or, I guess, Counterspell is the 1 mystery card. Alright, we'll let them connive. Potentially. They keep a card on top. So maybe they've kept a counterspell. This card's Blood Moon. Seems likely that they have Seems likely that they have a removal spell here. We can just get the Greaves, eat the removal spell, and then the Nettlecyst we can go Nettlecyst, equip Shadowspear, equip Lightning Greaves next turn. Gotta hold the Eiganjo still for a turn. And then we can flip the Invasion, put a counter. My opponent's hand is Ragavan, Mystery card. They discard Counterspell. Oh, they still have the Counterspell as the Exile card, but if they go Dash... Yeah, they have to draw a land in order to Dash Ragavan and hold it up. No, sorry, no, I'm wrong. They have enough. Damn. Yeah, I agree with Tommy. I just don't want to like, drop Enrique right now. I agree with Splashing Might's fine. Okay, they have to loot away their Murktide. Maybe they end up hitting something off Ragavan they want to cast too instead of hold up Counterspell. Probably not super likely. Alright, let's see what we draw. Could have an interesting one. Because I can go... I think I equip Shadowspear onto Hex Parasite. Then we equip here. And then I can remove 2 counters from Ledger Shredder. Give this +2/+0, flip the Invasion. I'm paying 4, but I'm gaining 4. And this shrinks. No, I'm paying 2. Yeah, the backside of Invasion gives a +1 counter to each creature that's attacked this turn. And you can sacrifice it to give creatures hexproof and, I think, indestructible. Hexproof indestructible. Let them connive. Cool turn. They also don't counterspell that. Get the counter on the Hex Parasites. Hex Parasite is actually like... This is very good. I could just give it +X+O, get in. It's a 3/3. Like, they can't block with Murktide, they can't block it with Ledger Shredder, they can maybe block with both. Okay, so... They could potentially double block here. But now I get to go Portable Hole. If they want to use the Exile counterspell, they have to spend 4 mana. Then I can resolve Nettlecyst. And then I can move the Lightning Greaves over to Nettlecyst if I want. Let's see, how big is this? 7/7. Feels worth attacking with. Maybe I attack with both. I can peel the counter off this and get a trade. Yeah, I think attacking with both is fine. I know that they can hit me with Ragavan. 4/3/2. Yeah, but then if they don't double block the Hex Parasite, my Hex Parasite lives. So this feels worth it. Okay, so let's go. Peel a counter off. And this is 7/7, so they can't heat this. So I think this is fine to just move this over. Yeah, you can also sack the Invasion. That's right. They have some they could hit like a Portable Hole or something, but not too many crazy things. This was a cool game to claw back into, by the way. Very cool. This deck needs Mistfield Plains. Well, Mistfield Plains, like Dryad Arbor, is like a tap land you draw. Wait, why would this deck even play Mistfield Plains? Like, isn't that card like only good with Squadron Hawk because you like put it on the bottom, retutor it? Mistfield Plains enters tapped, you know. Like, what are we putting on the bottom that matters at all? At the cost of playing like a million fetch lands. Or like, you know, a bunch of fetch lands in the Mistfield Plains. Zinzi, thank you for Twitch Prime, you're doing well. Oh, sorry, I was thinking of the planes that goes with Squadron Hawk. This is if you... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. That is that card. I thought you meant the Hideaway land for a second. Yeah, not as bad as... Yeah, it doesn't die to red and 6 at least. That's true. So they've got 2 mana up. So I like that we can Invasion of Gobakhan and, you know, see what's going on over there. Although if I do that, then I can't go equip both onto the Hex Parasite. But I don't really need to. So let me play the Esper Sentinel first. Although now it's actually really safe for me to equip because I can even just sack to protect it. So move this over here. Then move the Nettlecyst onto the Hex Parasite. Then move this here. And get in. Could even grow the Hex Parasite by just 1. But I don't need to. Okay. Hex Parasite solos Murktide, apparently. Shrinks all the Ledger Shredders. Okay, so we have all the dispatches main deck. We're kind of like pre-boarded against Murktide. Murktide's like one of your better matchups historically with this archetype. It's like your worst card game 1 is Needle, but then gets better game 2 and 3 because of engineered explosives. Cool, yeah, crazy game. Good showing for the first game of the league. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Gobakan doing some work too. It's nice. Okay, we're on the draw for game 2 against Murktide. I'm gonna reveal my Jegantha. It's Mulligan. Oh, we got a treasure vault. We're on the draw. I probably have to keep this on the draw and I'm ult to 6. Maybe we could put back Invasion on the draw, but I want to play it some, so we're going to keep it. Alright, we're looking for a land. Plenty of time to find one. Now Urza Saga is a good draw because of the Power Conduit too. Although maybe not against possible Blood Moons or whatever. Monkey. Well, maybe a quick game 2. Well, then we get to play. Alright, I think we have to cast the Portable Hole. Zooming in the backside of the battle seems a bit underwhelming. Well, that's the thing about battles, right? There's 2 sides. And it's cool that you get to loop it with Restoration of Eiganjo. Was Shadowspear considered good when it was released? No, it wasn't really playable at all to Urza Saga. But it is very good with Urza Saga. It's also, you know, only 2 mana. Yeah, the backside, at the beginning of your end step, you can counter on each creature that attacked this turn, and you can sack it to give all creatures hexproof and indestructible. Well, they should have a treasure, and I should be at 3 less life, but I guess that's not the timeline we're living in. We didn't draw a land, though. I think I should probably Invasion this turn. I don't know that I'm taking... We'll see what we're taking, but good chance I take the monkey. I guess explosives is pretty good against Invasion because they can... It only makes it cost 1 more, basically. Yeah, I think I have to take the Abrade. So we draw land, we get to resolve power or restoration, which is really good in this board. Could also go maybe Esper Sentinel plus Power Conduit, take a counter off this, put it on the Esper Sentinel. That would be really strong here. Also, if they just cast Ragavan, their explosives is so much worse. So they drew Counterspell. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, they have the stupid explosives. Why did I cast Portable Hole? Fuck. Green-white Conduit. Okay, so same deck, but my deck is better because I'm splashing green and I'm playing Invasion of Ixalan over this card. I don't know. I'm a kind of a hater of Invasion of Ixalan, but it, you know, very basically, it could be better than I think. I don't know. It's kind of not the most interesting point, but if Invasion is better than I think, then I am excited about this splash for it. But I think like splashing the extra color, you know, it's more than just the Haywire Might restriction. I'm not loving that. That part of this equation. But I don't know. This is kind of like maybe in some ways it's like the most boring like change, right? Where you think Invasion of Ixalan's better, I think that Invasion of Gobakhan's better, and nobody knows yet. It's just too early. I agree that the green splash for Haywire Might's good. I should be doing it here. Yeah, though I don't even think I have any more thoughts, to be honest. If they don't crack the explosives end of turn, I can put a counter on this. So if I drew a land for Restoration, which seems like we're not going to be able to. Yeah, the problem is they just get to respond to the target. I lose Minnowcraft. Yeah, we're super dead. There was a big... I don't know what I was thinking with the Portable Hole. Just honestly feels like a brain fart kind of play. But I was hoping we could draw a land and maybe they would like counter the Restoration. Then we could charge counter it. Charge counter the E. You can remove... No, you can only remove counters from permanents you control. But you can put them on any permanent. Really interested in the Vile Elementals deck? Any chance you could screenshot, give it a try? I mean, you could go back, watch the VOD. I don't know. It's I don't know. These kind of comments like, I like this deck I saw. Can you pull it up for me? Kind of derails the flow of the stream sometimes. It's not a huge deal, but you can go back and find it. Or it's honestly like not very different from like Fetchland Mana Base and Brushfire Elemental over Voice of Resurgence and the other old version. But it was at I showed it off at the end of the very last stream pre-mom, so it should be just available in the VOD there too. Okay, what are we playing on turn 2 here? Unfortunately, probably just needs to be Portable Hole. Yeah, you're good, Wooden, it's fine. Alright. So we draw lands. I don't think I'm making a Saga token. I probably just want... Well, maybe we don't want to play the Spell Pierce. Let's see what we draw. We did draw the land. Yeah, I think Spell Pierce is probably a little bit too likely to play Power Conduit or Restoration. I think just like blanking Spell Pierce, making a Saga token is fine. Unlikely to make 2 tokens. Am I playing RC Dallas? I'm not currently queued, but I'll play the LCQs. So if I miss my land drop, I'm going to get a Springleaf Drum, and if I hit my land drop, I'm probably going to get Needle for Engineered Explosives. Oh, they're playing a Murktide? 6/6 Murktide. Well, we don't have a Dispatch in our hand yet, but we have 4 Dispatch in the deck. Pretty good curve for them. Another Urza Saga. Ugh. If it feels like in a tricky spot. So if I get Shadowspear, equip, play Power Conduit, I like that. Dress Down doesn't kill my construct, Unholy Heat doesn't kill my construct, Lightning Bolt doesn't kill it, and I can offer a trade of the construct for Murktide Regent, and I have Power Conduit Saga going. I think that's the line. Hex Parasite 100%. I think I like this line. Okay, 4/4, 5/5, and then I can take the counter off the Saga to give construct 6/6. Hex Parasite 100%, but also maybe Drum. 100%, but I like Drum too. But definitely not this line, streamer. Definitely not your line. I think I'm going to go ahead and just put the counter here. I know I'm like a turn slower onto the like loop Power Conduit plan, but I do like racing a bit better. Yeah, just playing one Hex Parasite as a tutor target. We also have the conduits. Yeah, dodges Dress Down, dodges Heat, dodges Bolt. They have to have explosives or like Brotherhood End, or like get Delirium for Heat. Never thought this Hex Parasite was a toolbox card for Saga. Could have worked just as that. Well, the problem as like Hex Parasite as a toolbox card for Saga, or as a Saga, is that when you get your Hex Parasite off Saga, your Saga dies, so you can't like save your Saga with Hex Parasite. So you need more synergy with it, but this is cool synergy. Again, this is like very much first draft of like Power Conduit, Saga, Shell with battles, which in my opinion has a lot of potential. There's some stuff to like about this combo. How did 8 dinos go earlier? We got a lot of turn 2 2020s, but I think ultimately just like Thrasta is not very good, and they do have the explosives, unfortunately for me. Yeah, but Thrasta is just not as good as the Convoke Dino. Did they mean to explosives on 1? It kind of seems like they did. Maybe they changed their mind mid-cast. Hard to say. Okay, they're leaving the mana up. So I think I just Restoration of Eiganjo here. I'm actually, well, I guess if they counter this and I can't put a counter on the explosives, huh? We get to do the loop thing. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing okay. Maybe could have attacked first. But they're like gonna pop first anyway, so maybe rather than counter instead, so I get the drain. Yeah. So we're gonna be taking some big hits here. It's gonna be maybe difficult to stabilize. I wish I could have gone double Stoneforge Mystic. I do like that I can go get Lightning Greaves with the Stoneforge Mystic to have like a hasty lifelinker in 2 turns potentially. These Smiths kind of rotting in hand. I guess. I just have a lot of things to do with my mana every turn. Canal exiled. Well, that's good news. I might actually Restoration Smith into play looking for Portable Hole, taking 9 down to 8. If I don't draw Dispatch, I think I'm going to always be dead to a Bolt this game. Unless I can somehow... No, I don't think I can beat them with Lightning Greaves Urza Saga token. That's not enough. Yeah, they can't even counters. I guess they could play a land to counter Dispatch. Yeah, so let's just go to our main phase. Hopefully draw Dispatch. We drew Lightning Greaves. Which I think I have to do this. Let that trigger resolve. So I can haste Ingenious Smith and give it lifelink and a +1 counter with Power Conduit. I can also do that with Stoneforge Mystic. Ingenious Smith can maybe find me an artifact land to play. And then I would, if I find artifact land 2/2, 4/4 lifelink up to 12 life, still dead the bolt. I don't have a better skull. You have lifelink with Shadowspear, so I don't usually find. If I had another land, then I could have hasted a Saga token, give it lifelink, and like win the game. No, this if you remove a counter from the chapter, these only trigger on your main phase. Yeah, you can't just Power Conduit to like just trigger this whenever you want. It's like you just keep doing it over and over again. Conduit onto Saga for sure. Okay, nobody knows how this interaction works, but very confidently suggesting lines. Alright, did the bolt. I didn't miss lethal though. Hold on. How big was this? I didn't have the Darksteel Citadel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not lethal. They don't have enough instants and sorceries to kill me with another Murktide. Tough game. I'm an Aether Vial. Hate would be any good in this kind of shell. You don't have enough creatures. You have like 12, 16. Like your main creatures are like Nettlecyst, Urza Saga tokens, Kaldra, and like recurring them with Restoration of Eiganjo. Restoration of Eiganjo's a threat, but not exactly a creature. Tink, bolt ya. Looks like another explosives on 1. Explosives on 2. I think we beat them. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I need to stop on my upkeep. Okay. So I need to, in my upkeep, put a charge counter on explosives, peeling off Ingenious Smith. They pop now, and then I return Lightning Greaves to play with Restoration of Eiganjo. Oh, they just let it go? What? That works, I guess. Man, I was trying to find my line. My line was so cool, and they just punted. I think they just punted. Can I play around Dress Down? So I can go cast Stoneforge Mystic, get Kaldra, Stoneforge Mystic and Kaldra with haste. Let's see what we get off the Ingenious Smith. Yeah, I do think we just make a token. I don't think we can beat Dress Down or something like that. Damn it. Tough game, man. Man, tough game. Maybe Nettlecyst worked? Nettlecyst equip on the Ingenious Smith. I had enough mana for that. When you lose Trample, they chump block. Yeah, no, we're dead. That was a tough game. Oh, Murktide win rate, right. Okay, let's keep this. EE would have been still needled, right. So needle EE stops it. Okay, never mind. So Nettlecyst was maybe the better line, but but Dress Down still turns off the trample, right, from the equipped Ingenious Smith, which means I think I don't want to play out the Hex Parasite turn 1, which means that I'm struggling so much with my words. Which means that we still lose. They just jump. Living Ends. Living Ends is a tough matchup. Got a lot of Void Mirrors, have some Moonlights, we have Lantern. Game 1's really bad. Yeah, so many options that game though. Pitch another Grieve, takes my Stoneforge Mystic. Portable Hole, not very good against Living End, huh? Go, Hex Parasite, go. Yeah, it really feels like there was a path to victory that last game. Like maybe my line with the lifelink on the Power Conduit and Shadowspear on the construct. Maybe that line wasn't very good. Maybe, but it did beat Dress Down. It did beat Unholy Heat. It did beat Lightning Bolt. It only lost 2 explosives, which they did have. I don't know. It's a tough game. I think it's maybe just okay to not be able to beat everything, and maybe we did have a path to victory that game, but that doesn't necessarily mean we took the wrong line. Well, maybe my opponent draws all their Living Ends. Mostly trying to fight this game this matchup post board, like you do a lot of times against Living End. Restoration of Smith, tap Saga, get Drum. Play Stoneforge, getting Kaldra. If they dress down in response to Stoneforge, move the Spear twice. Move the Spear twice, trapping Stoneforge's Drum. Move it twice where? Restoration of Smith. Smith is just tapped. Yeah, Dress Down just wins too because it turns off that they just chump block whatever has the Shadowspear on it. Okay, Living End. Bring in the Void Mirrors. Bring in the Hallowed Moonlight. Bring in the Lantern. Cut the portable holes. I wish this the flip side could protect against Living End, but you sacrifice your creatures instead. I'm gonna cut the Pithing Needle. I'm gonna leave in the Shadowspear. Oh, if you re-equip Shadowspear twice. But I don't have a lethal attacker at that point, do I? The Ingenious Smith isn't lethal. Okay, I like this hand enough. I think we're gonna go Invasion of Gobakhan on turn 2, and then we can set up Power Conduit Saga after that. Maybe correct to play Saga turn 1, Power Conduit turn 2. So it would be a 4/4. Yeah, I don't know. Can play this game now, I guess. Also, just in playing this in a more aggressive Naya Shell. Wild the Cattle flips it on turn 2. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take that Foundation Breaker. But it might be double queuing. Usually Living End players are so fast. So one thing that's kind of nice here is that if they go for Shardless Agent next turn, I kind of think that the steady flow of construct tokens are going to be able to beat 2 Architects of Will and a Stripe Riverwinder. Could be wrong. Gotta remember to peel a counter off that end of turn, I guess. That's the hope, at least. That's the plan. They still also do have the Foundation Breaker, I guess, coming down to 4 mana. I don't know, maybe not that much to talk about. I know, I'm so shocked anybody cares about the leaks. We have a brand new set. It's week 1. Alright, Grief also, the extra creature is probably going to be enough. Maybe we pivot over to the Grixis battle deck. So like we kind of pivoted away from it really early yesterday. There were things I liked about it, and there were things I disliked. Hold on, let me get that going. But I like retooled the list. I wanted to give it another go. I'm very surprised they like Besage me instead of Living End, but I guess they know my hand. Ugh, okay. Yeah, let's play the Grixis battle deck. Spewed through so many play points today. It's okay. That's what happens when you try to play Thrust in your deck. Okay, so I do want to play an updated version of this deck. So we didn't play a ton of it yesterday. We had some weird matchups.